Hey everybody, welcome back to the second episode of Idiocy on the Internet, and do I have some prime content for you today. Today we're going to be looking at one of my favorite sources of information on the Internet, BUZZFEED, and they have put together this absolutely wonderful list. 21 things gingers and redheads are fucking sick and tired of. Now, you can tell by the way they use the F word in the title of the article that this is grade A journalism. And since I am a ginger, I feel like I should be able to relate to quite a few things on this list. So what do you say? Let's get started. Oh, I almost forgot to introduce you guys to our brand new point scoring system. From now on, in every episode, I'm going to award a point, or maybe even a few, every time we come across some idiocy. And then, at the end of the episode, we're going to take a look at all those points, and we're going to assess how much idiocy was actually in that episode. Okay, now, for number one on the list. Wait a second. The author of this article isn't even a ginger. Wow, BuzzFeed, off to a great start. I'm going to have to award you 3 points for that one. Strangers randomly shout, "Ginger!" at us. Alright, for one, there is no us because you aren't a ginger. And for two, no, they don't. Point. Which is extremely rude because ginger is our word. Okay, so yes, I will give it to you that it would be rude for somebody to yell ginger at a stranger. However, you have this as number 2 on the list, and it's really just a continuation of what you were saying from number 1, so it really shouldn't be its own separate thing. So I'm going to have to give you a point for not knowing how to make a list. And then, because ginger is our word, I'm just going to go ahead and also say no. It's not our word, coming from somebody who is a ginger. I'm going to go ahead and give everybody out there right now permission. You can use the word ginger however you please. It's just a word that was popularized mostly by South Park to describe somebody with red hair and freckles. And it is in no way offensive. It's not a racial slur. So, yeah, I'm going to have to give you a point for that as well. Ginger, please! And, of course, people make fun of our pale skin, too. Now, I actually have more freckles than normal, a lot more, so people usually comment on that. And I've actually had this idea of getting one freckle tattooed on my body somewhere, and then playing a game to see if people can find it. But other than that, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to give a point on this one, because where I don't have freckles, I do have pretty pale skin, so I could see people commenting on how ghostly white ginger's skin is. Our paleness also has other irritating side effects, like not being able to go outside for 6 months of the year. Yeah, it is pretty frustrating not being able to go outside during the summer. Sure would be nice if somebody could invent some sort of substance that maybe you could, wipe on your skin to prevent you from getting sunburnt. Oh, wait. That does exist. And it's called sunscreen. And it's been around forever. And I'm going to have to give you a point because apparently you didn't even know what sunscreen was. Wow. Alright, let's do another one. And we're tired of hearing, "Ha ha, maybe if all your freckles join up, you'll end up with a tan. Ha ha." I'm going to go ahead and point out the obvious. I'm guessing she must have got this in a text message because she has ha-ha, which nobody says in conversation. At least I really hope nobody says that in actual conversation. And she starts it with a ha-ha and ends it with a ha-ha. Now, that's text message etiquette number 1. You never start with a ha-ha or LOL and then end with a ha-ha or LOL. So I'm going to have to give you a point because you don't know text message etiquette 101. And then, I've never heard anybody tell me that if all my freckles join up, maybe I'd end up with a tan. I've had people ask me if I could get a tan because I have so many freckles. But I've never had somebody say, "Hey, do you think if all your freckles joined together, you'd have a tan?" Ha 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 ha. 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 And point. Alright, we still have quite a few to go, so let's do some speed rounds. People always assume we're temperamental and or constantly furious, too. I guess she's relating to the fact that we have red hair, that apparently we always see red, but nope. Then there's that rumor that we don't have souls. I don't know what you're talking about. That ain't a rumor. We don't. But the worst comment of all is, do the carpets match the drapes? Whoa, 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 lady. Trying to run a family-friendly show here. But what do you think? You'd know if you were a ginger. Salons constantly try to rebrand our hair color. I mean, I don't go to the salon very often, but when I do go get my hair did, I would prefer to get something nice, you know? Tangerine, that sounds a lot better than red. But then she also shows this picture, which has like pink and orange and blonde. It's got all sorts of colors mixed in. That ain't orange or red or whatever she's trying to say, the rebranding. So I'm going to have to go ahead and give you a point because you don't know what colors are either. People try to comfort us by saying it's not the worst shade of ginger they've ever seen. Oh my god. Pretty sure the first time the words shade of ginger have ever been in a row like that are in this sentence. I think she actually invented that phrase. Nobody has ever said that before. And we're constantly compared to famous gingers, regardless of their gender or age. Now this one, yeah, actually this does happen. A lot of people will tell me that I do look like a famous redhead or something, except for the difference is they're famous, and I haven't really done anything with my life at all. We've all tried to join in the jokes about our gingerness at some point or another. And I don't know what she's talking about with this one because I'm pretty sure I've invented jokes. I don't join in, I embrace it. Us redheads, we embrace being made fun of. It's probably one of our favorite things. I don't know why she's trying to make it sound like we're all like, oh, we need to join in, otherwise our feelings are going to get hurt. It's pretty hard to get your feelings hurt when you don't have a soul. We've heard every insulting term you can think of. Fanta pans. Fanta pans? Is that supposed to be like the pop? That pop's delicious, by the way. Ron, like from Harry Potter? I wish I was as cool as him. That's no insult at all. Ginger, I already covered this earlier in the video. Ginger is not offensive. Carrot top. Joke's on you, because the tops of carrots are actually green. And Ranga. Ranga? This sounds like something Steve Irwin would say as he's trying to wrestle a kangaroo into submission. Hey, get back here, you filthy Ranga! We're always being told we'll go extinct one day. Well, first off, you have told in there twice. You must have some real good editors over there at BUZZFEED. Definitely getting a point for that one. I've had a few people say this, so I guess this one isn't completely wrong. What they refer to is, I don't know, I read an article a while ago about how the ginger gene, well, the red hair gene is going to fizzle out eventually, and basically there won't be any more redheaded people. When what's actually going to happen is we're going to not exist anymore because nobody wants to reproduce with us. Other ginger people flock to us like moths to a flame. I can't really say anything about this one because I don't have any friends. Nobody really wants to be around me. Which is why we gingers like to stick together. Oh my gosh. Again, with the run-on, this should be a part of the last one. It's a continuation again. Oh, please just tell me that this list is almost over. Another way to piss us off is to ask, are you worried you'll pass it on to your kids? Well, like I said earlier, don't have to worry about that because nobody wants to reproduce with us. A few people seem to be genuinely confused by our hair. I'm more confused as to how you make a living creating articles such as this. While other people seem to be genuinely afraid. I'm afraid of a lot of things. Hair is scary. And then there are the people who simply live to roast you for your hair color. There are a lot of them. This is true. I mean, I've been made fun of just because of the color of my hair quite a few times. And are you guys ready for the last one? I bet you are. But at the end of the day, they're clearly just jealous of how utterly cute we are. This is supposed to be a list of things we're tired of hearing. And the last thing on this list literally has nothing to do with what the whole thing is supposed to be about. That one's going to cost you 5 points. And let's see how many points we ended with today. Oh, 28. And there were only 21 things on the list. Good job, BuzzFeed. I think it's safe to say you win the Idiocy of the Week award. Alright, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave any comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Otherwise, I will be forced to create a list of how terrible of a person you are. You filthy Rango!